Hey everybody, what's up? It's Jennifer. Good morning and happy Friday. I'm going to try to get back on track with doing these weekly update videos for you. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Next week we're not going to have one because I'm not going to be in town. So, of course, I don't know. I may do one from my hotel room. Who knows? Never know what you get with me. So anyway, I did step on the scale today for the first time in a very long time, and I'm right steady where I have been, so I guess that means I'm maintaining, which is a good thing in a way. I certainly haven't, you know, really gained any weight, which is good, but I haven't lost any more either, which is fine. I'm okay with it right now. Let's see, last night we went to a support group in the Dallas area, and if you're in the Dallas area and you knew we were going to be there, let me tell you guys, you missed out because it was really good. It's at this particular one is at Baylor, Dallas. It's in Carrollton, and it's over on, I want to say Marsh. It's off of Hebron. But anyway, it's Baylor, Dallas, and it's a really good one, and they had a support group going for a long time that my mom and I were going to, and then they stopped having it because they changed locations or something, but it kind of got discombobulated, and now they're trying to get it going back up again. So if you're in the Dallas area and you're looking for a good support group, that's definitely an option for you. It's a great place, and the lady who runs it, her name is Karen, and she's wonderful. There's another one coming up that we're thinking of visiting as well at UT Southwestern, and so there's just some really good support groups out there. And I want to encourage you guys, if you haven't been to a face-to-face meeting, I really want to encourage you to go and do that. I think it's really important because honestly, online support groups have their place for sure. There's some awesome websites and forums and things, but really, I don't know, there's just something lacking in that. There's a personal connection that you get when you're there in person, that you just don't have online. And like, in person, when you go to a support group, you have people there that have been at it for a while, and those people become your mentors. And you have people that, are kind of in that mid stage that haven't been at it for a while. And then you have the brand new people, and then you have the pre-surgery people, and there's just like this group of people, and you interact with all of them, and I think everybody benefits, especially the veterans can really benefit from being leaders and teaching, and of course the newer people definitely benefit from being with the veterans. And I think the difference between the face-to-face meetings and the online support groups is that um, in the face-to-face meeting, you have an opportunity to really talk to somebody. In an online forum or an online group, Facebook group, chat room, whatever, a lot is lost in typing, because the voice has certain inflections, and you can really put emphasis on words with your voice that you can't really do in typing. And a lot of times too, something that you'll say in a forum or on a group, it comes across the wrong way because you're not actually speaking it out loud. And so it just, I don't know, for me personally, I really think that face-to-face group time is so important. So I just want to encourage you, if you have not yet found a face-to-face support group, I really encourage you to do it. And for those of you that didn't want anybody to know that you had your surgery, I doubly encourage you to do it, because you guys are the ones who need that support more than any of us. Because nobody knows you had the surgery. You've got to have that face-to-face support, because otherwise you're going to go crazy. And I didn't realize too, for me, Mom and I stopped going. Oh, sorry, I got itchy ass syndrome this morning. Mom and I stopped going because the group was going to disband, and for us it was a little far, because it's an 80-mile drive for us. So that's 160 miles round trip, once a month. which now, we kind of talked about it last night and realized that it's probably not a bad idea for us to go ahead and get back into it, because really, I didn't realize for me how much I needed it. Um, I've kind of gotten, I've talked about this a lot. I've gotten a little discombobulated, and, I've been eating things that I probably shouldn't be eating, and I've been, just not taking care of my body. I don't want to say that I've been, um, a terrible eater, or, I'm not a bad person because of what I've been eating, but my body is suffering from it. I don't feel good because I'm putting bad things into my body that I shouldn't be eating. And, and I use the word bad because these are things that my body reacts badly to. I don't have a good reaction to lactose. I don't have a good reaction to gluten. I don't have a good reaction to aspartame. I don't have a good reaction to sugar alcohols. All of these things that I know that my body has a really bad reaction to, and I'm putting them into my body. And so I really, for me, needed that moment to kind of get back on track and kind of get back into the mental game, because it is. It is a mental game. And I want you to know that, especially if you're just starting out. I want you to know, this surgery, it's an amazing tool. It is an amazing tool. This tool saved my life. I can't stress that enough. But I want you to know that it is a tool. It is a tool. It is not a magic pill. It is not a fix-all, okay? You do still have a lot of work ahead of you. And some of that work is not going to be fun. But you have to know that, and you have to understand that. And that's why these support groups are so important. Because when the going gets tough, you need that band of friends and mentors that are going to stand around you, and that are going to encourage you, and that are going to cheer you on. And they're going to say, you know what? It's okay, because we've been there. We've been through it. And you know what? You're doing just fine. Because sometimes we just need to hear that. And so, there's my soapbox for the week, guys. I really, really do want to encourage you that if you haven't found an in-person support group, to go and find one. And even if you have to drive a little ways to get to it, at least going once or twice might help you a lot. And if there's just not one, then you know what? Start one. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting one here in my community, because I love my home support group, don't get me wrong, and I do plan on trying to go as often as I can. But I know that there's a need in my community, because doctors around here are actually promoting these online support groups, and they're actually veering away from the face-to-face support groups, and it's not okay with me. So, and even if I only get one or two people there, that's fine, that's great, because those one or two people need it, and I need it, and so that's why it's going to happen. So, I just want to encourage you to do that, and to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your new tummy, guys, okay? Um, so I guess that's about it for me this week. um, I want to thank you guys again for joining me on my journey. I know a lot of you guys have been with me since Supermom Losing It, and I'm actually considering revamping Supermom Losing It from a bariatric perspective, because I think I have something to add there, as well as, using what I learned here from 7 Bites and then going on to that. So that's something that I'm considering. So what do you guys think about that? If you've been with me since the beginning, especially, what do you think about that? So, all right. Well, I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me on my journey. If you haven't already subscribed, I encourage you to do that so you don't miss any of our videos. Don't forget to like the video as well, because that helps our channel a lot, and that really helps us a lot. So, all right. So I guess we'll talk to you later. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.